rather someone shoot in my face and give them enough space, so then I know I have to step up, than play it from the block when we're 0-0. Come on now, man.
Like, I don't know what you mean, boss. Like, one-on-one, you got to play from wherever. Like, on the block, shooting face, it don't matter. Like, you got to be able to play.
I'm drawing fouls then. I'm drawing fouls then.
And you got to start at the top of the key. Like, everybody gonna draw fouls. It's cool. Like, I'm just saying, that's crazy. That's
who says I can't shoot from the top of the foul?
You said what?
Who says I can't shoot from out there though?
I mean, if you got a ratty like that, that's cool, but you got to prove that one, and then after that's the case, like folks are just gonna make you drop, and then you got to prove that you can dribble the ball. So I mean, it's a whole bunch of stuff you got to do on the basketball court. That's a whole bunch of stuff you got to do on the basketball court. Like, I'm telling y'all, folks, look, we're gonna have to do a basketball game between Devin and myself, because I already can tell. I'm gonna go ahead and give old boy a couple buckets. I already can tell. Like, just stretch real quick. Look at that. I'm ready. Easy. Matter of fact, when we do it, I'll even put a poll and be like, would you rather? Like, that's what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. So on this segment, all we do is give them a topic, right? So I give them a couple players, maybe a couple of teams, and be like, yo, who would you rather have? Like, who would you rather see as the winner? Who do you believe is going to be the winner? So that's kind of how we go with this segment. So, Devin, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Bet. Real quick, remember when I said those highlights, right? Y'all saw Maya Moore. You saw Diana Taurasi. He don't like it that much. It is what it is. And you saw my man Steph Curry. Well, these people actually remind me of them low-key. You got Azzi, Fudd, Paige Becker, and Caitlin Clark. Azzi is kind of like Maya, and then Paige is like DT, and I say Caitlin Clark is like Steph Curry. Who would you rather have for your team personally, and why?
Well, I mean, if we're doing those type of comparisons, I'm taking Miss Azzi Fudd. Now, I've seen her tape. I've seen Miss Paige's tapes. I haven't seen a lot of Caitlin Clark, but Azzi Fudd, if she's the next coming of Miss Maya Moore, who I deeply miss, I promise to God, I'll go back in time and apologize to you every time I booed you when you came into Staples, because you was absolutely amazing. You was a gift from God. But I'm taking Miss Azzi Fudd.
Okay. So you taking Azzi. I gotta say, like I said, the comparisons, right? Let me get on my soapbox real quick. I'm gonna get the people just due, but the comparison that we drew up again, Maya Moore, you see her, you love her, you got what? Like, bro, I just want y'all to watch it real quick. That's cash. Then you got Steph. All right, cool. Andrew Wiggins, highlight. That's fine. But Steph gets it back and then hits it. Like, these are the caliber play. And then look at just DT, just casual. And that's against a Sun team, which is a quality defender. Like,
not to mention, that's the NBA line that she was shooting from too.
Very deep. And when I look at, and let's go down again, Azzi Fudd to, Maya Moore. They got similar size, they got similar girth, and they both can shoot the ball very well, out of this world. Like, I'm so happy that Paige is not playing this season, because you get to see Azzi in a star caliber role. Heads up, next season, UConn winning it all, barring any injuries. So you got Azzi Fudd, who, like I said, Mike and Maya Moore, they got the shooting on display. You got Paige, who honestly, it's not even really the game that I even want to say is like DT, although it is very similar. But she's more of a point guard than DT is. It's the competitive nature. It's the fiery passion. That's what I love in Paige. And, of course, Chef Curry, right? I'm talking solely on the shooting tip. Caitlin Clark shoots the ball damn near from the free throw line of the opposite side of the court. So I get you on Azzi. I get you. I might have to go Paige, though. The reason why, again, Maya Moore was such a tough bucket. And you can make the argument that Maya Moore was better than DT. But DT gave me more Code vibes. And when I think of Code, that's my favorite player. So maybe this is a little bit biased, but I think Paige might be able to be a little bit better. than Azzi. Now, I think upside wise, Azzi is the better player. Like I think she can be the better scorer, right? But I think this is going to be like a Kelsey Plum versus a Sabrina Ionescu comparison, where all right, Azzi might get more numbers than Paige, but what's Paige's role on her team? Because she's probably going to have to be the floor general, whereas Azzi's not going to have to be. So I got to factor that stuff in. So I like Paige in that scenario. Again, I got to go Paige on that. But I can also see Caitlin Clark doing what she does, getting some love. But again, Paige is my answer. Although I can't say without, I definitely, it wavers. It depends on the day person. So I know, did you know they all could be in the same draft?
Oh, Jesus, that's going to be so interesting.
Like next season, should Azzi try to leave and go to the draft, or should she stay for another season?
She's entering her junior right now.
She's a sophomore right now.
Then I think she should do it because is Paige gonna leave?
Yeah, Paige would be a senior next year unless she's using this as a redshirt year.
Oh,
but Paige could actually leave for the draft this season.
If Paige redshirts, then Azzi should stay.
But
if
Paige
leaves, then Azzi needs to leave as well too.
Okay.
She needs to get up and go with her because if because this is her star year, right? Because Paige isn't playing.
Yeah.
So yeah, your draft stock goes up, right? If Paige stays, that means that you can either stay with her to win a chip, because that's
next season she comes back. Paige comes back as a senior. Like I said, they're my favorites for the title, especially because Aliyah Boston's now gone, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. Like Haley's gone too, you don't have to worry about her anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's open.
It's pretty much open at that point.
Yeah, and then after that, I think if you're Azzi, you have to decide, all right, should I stay? Should I go? What's the downside? Like, you could get injured, right? That can hurt your
right,
draft.
And that hurts your draft.
Or maybe not though. Like, if you get injured and your team just looks trash, all right, well, that maybe helps you out. So who knows? Like, but
I want to say this though. I feel like, and I'm proud of the league for thinking about this. They don't ever take injury into consideration when it comes to drafting, or they take very little consideration to it. Because I guarantee you that Paige is still top 3.
Yeah,
I guarantee you, even though she's had 2 season-ending injuries in her college career. So I mean, I'm kind of proud of the league in that case, because what they did to Michael Porter Jr., man.
Not really. Like he was still in the first round. Like he
went from top 5 to top 20.
Still first round. Like you get money. He still got PT on the Nuggets. Like, and his back ended up acting up, so he ended up missing time. Like it's a fair thing. The back is a little tricky. That's why I'm even a little hesitant right now on Ben Simmons. I think he can come back, but it's a back injury. I am a little worrisome of a back injury, especially when I talk to somebody who's in that field. So, but okay. Now I got another one for you. For the Would You Rather. This one's probably going to be quick because we already talked about it, right? Aliyah Boston versus NaLyssa Smith. Who are you going with?
I'm taking Aliyah Boston.
Aliyah Boston.
I'm taking Aliyah Boston, and the reason why is because I've seen some game tape on her versus wait, is NaLyssa Smith or is Alyssa Smith?
NaLyssa Smith.
NaLyssa Smith. Apologize for that. I've seen game tape on both of them. Both great players, but I just prefer Aliyah Boston's game over NaLyssa Smith's game.
Okay.
It's a preference thing for me.
Okay. I think Aliyah is a little bit more versatile, but for whatever reason, NaLyssa gives me a little bit more aggression. Like, it's not a wide margin. It just NaLyssa comes off as the more aggressive player to me when I watch. Well, when I watch them, I'm gonna study more film. It's a long season, but again, that's just when I watch it. So I like the aggressive player. Usually, they're around the same size. They're both mobile. I got to go with NaLyssa Smith on this one, but I can't be mad at Aliyah Boston. Again, number one pick. A lot of teams would pick her and start her and build their team around her. So that's a high caliber. That's a high caliber player right there. And I think again, the Fever gonna have to worry about that next season. But that's a good.
That's a good thing to worry about.
It's a good issue to have. That's a good issue.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to kind of go fantasy on this one. It's another would you rather, though. Kelsey Plum and A'ja Wilson, or Jewell, Loyd, and Nneka Ogwumike. And remember, I said Nneka could go to the Storm, so this could be a possible duo matchup. But who you got, though? You got the actual teammates, or you got the fantasy teammates in this fantasy matchup?
I'm gonna go with the actual teammates. Kelsey Plum and A'ja Wilson. And the reason why is because Kelsey Plum has. I'm not saying that Jewell doesn't have this ability. I just haven't seen enough of it. But Kelsey Plum can be a floor general and the shooter. She could be both of them at the same time. Jewell Loyd is the Klay Thompson for the Warriors. She's not the one doing the floor general stuff. Like, that's not her job because she's had Sue Bird.
Okay.
But we have seen Kelsey Plum do both of those things, floor general and the shooter. And not to mention, I'm not knocking on Nneka because I love Nneka without a doubt. But A'ja Wilson, I trust A'ja Wilson's 3-point shooting more than Nneka's 3-point shooting.
Okay. That's fair. I like the playmaking ability. Although I do think Jewell Loyd is a good playmaker. I do understand why you say Kelsey Plum was a better one. I don't think Jewell Loyd is the top 10 playmaker in the league. And Kelsey was 10 at lowest, 12th, right? So I hear that. But I think Jewell Loyd is a good 3-point shooter. I think she combats Kelsey Plum. I also think she's a much better defender than Kelsey Plum. So
I agree.
Getting off that shot, right? Like, it might be a little tougher. I think she's a little taller than Kelsey as well, so that also helps out. Then you factor in, all right, well, if we're talking about 2-on-2, right? All right, the pick and roll game. That's what the game is going to be centered around. I think Jewell Loyd can guard A'ja a little better than Kelsey can guard Nneka. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I think that, and that would happen from time to time. So now I gotta think. I get you on the A'ja shooting better than Nneka, and I also, like I said, I heard you on the playmaking side. Like I said, Jewell Loyd is a pretty damn good shooter, and she's called a gold mamba. Like, Nneka's a pretty damn good playmaker. So I don't need my guard to necessarily be my playmaker in this instance. Like, I can have her, meaning Nneka, playmate for me. So I can kind of get over the hump a little bit. So I kind of got to go the fantasy duo in this fantasy matchup. Again, I like the defensive, the two-way players, and they can both score at a high enough and efficient enough clip. So I'm going.
You can't go wrong with either. I mean, you just can't go wrong. Those are that's a really good. Yeah,
both are solid options. Both are definitely solid options. I just want to say, I don't think Jewell Loyd needs Chelsea Gray to bail her out like Kelsey Plum did. But it's cool though. It's cool. Shots fired, bang bang. Shots fired, bang bang. No, that's just to this video that I had. Someone tried to say that Kelsey Plum is by a wide margin better than Sabrina Ionescu. I highly disagree. I had that. I'll make a video for it probably and do it again. But final would you rather? I think this one should be a good one. Stewie versus Delle, but it's their MVP seasons. So 2018 versus 2019.
I'm stumped.
How you feeling?
I'm speechless because I don't know. And the reason why is because I watched both of those. Like, I watched them both in depth, and I watched them scorch the Sparks both years.
Yeah, those were. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of those.
And the argument comes down like I can't compare points. I can't compare defense. I can't compare the shot selection really, because they both kind of do the same thing. They both get to where they want and shoot whenever they want. Like, Jesus Christ, that's so hard.
Let me give you who I say, and maybe that helps you out. So I go Delle Donne. The reason why I say that, I feel like they both did similar things. At this point in time, Stewart was not the playmaker that she is today. Like, she's a different player. They were very similar, and Delle Donne was a lot healthier. So at that point in time, Stewie's a little younger. I gotta go Delle Donne. She's still a little. She's mobile enough. She's still mobile, but like, she was very mobile back then, to the point where I'm not worried about her on the defensive end like that. And then on the offensive end, I don't know if she's not the best player in the league. Like I said, when healthy, she's the best player in the league, and I got to stand by that because she's very tough to combat. So I got to go Delle Donne for me personally. And again, it's just because like at that point in time, she's the more dominant player. She's a little stronger. You got age to factor into. Right now, maybe you can say Breanna Stewart, but at that point in time, but even including MVPs for me, I think Delle Donne. But if you go Stewart, I can't be mad at you on that. How do you feel now?
You kind of bailed me out because I'm gonna have to agree with you with the Delle Donne, because not only does the playmaking ability wasn't really there for Stewart at that point. She was really just, you know what I'm saying, automatic.
Mm-hmm.
Delle Donne had great pieces around her, and Breanna Stewart did too. So she easily could have did some playmaking as well. But Delle Donne did the playmaking, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was the year they won, right?
2019 was when they won. Yeah.
Yeah. So that all that she got what she wanted. They won that year, and I'm taking to get. Did the Storm win that year? That she won?
Yeah.
Oh,
both of these years they were MVPs and won.
Yeah, see, that's why I was stumped, because I automatically thought that they won their championships that year too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that I'm gonna have to go with Delle Donne, but it's like 51-49, honestly. It's like one it's one category. The play, if you didn't mention the playmaking, I would still be at 50-50.
Okay. That's fair. And like I said, you can't be mad at either of these answers, because both of these ladies are phenomenal talents. Will go down in the Hall of Fame without question. You got to ask, where will they be in the rankings, like the top 25 at minimum? Like, and I think
I'm gonna say when Stewart ends, she's gonna end up being top 10 for sure, because she still has a long road to go.
She got a lot more time left. Or she has some time left, and depending on how the Storm shake out, she could rattle off some more championships. But the league is getting younger, it's getting better, so you know she may want to get on the good foot. But she does have 2 chips. She got taken.
Yeah, two. She might have 3. I'm not sure, because she won in 2020 in the bubble.
Yeah, so it was 2018 and then 2020. Yep. Yeah, so then she has an MVP. So I mean, that ain't nothing to scoff at. She wins, like, let's say she rattles off 2 more chips. That's 4 right there. That's and then she might snag another MVP, because again, she's playing complete basketball. But if Delle Donne's healthy too, she could get a championship as well, because we can't forget the Mystics. Those games were a lot closer than the way they seem. So if she's healthy, Shakira gets a little season under her belt, we might have something to shake out there. So I mean, the Mystics and the Storm could very well be. Honestly, this could be the finals for next season too, depending on how they come back. So I mean, like, that's a realistic possibility. So, but those were, like I said, 2 good options. Can't be mad at either of those. But Devin, I greatly appreciate you for your time, boss. That concludes the show. Do you have anything you want to say to the folks before we close out?
Hey, just shout out to Get a Bucket for bringing me onto the show as usual. You know what I'm saying? And also make sure y'all check out my YouTube channel, King Dev, just like my name. It has my nice, beautiful face on it on YouTube. Check it out. We're gonna get some content out for y'all real soon. And yeah, that's really it, man.
Bad. Hey, side note before we close off. Did I tell you someone said we look alike?
No. But I think I told you that you look like my uncle. So,
because like I had some, like my friend told me, she was like, "Oh, y'all look just alike. Like y'all could be twins or cousins." I'm like, I missed that memo. Like now all black people look alike, champ. I don't know what to tell you, but
look, if you get some LA sun on you and you get to my shirt, maybe we'll look like.
I got hit the tanning booth. I got you. Go to the doctor. I got you. It's the light. It's the light that's hitting you. Right yours is off right now, so that's what it is. I might get. Let me see. Nah, never mind. We're not gonna do that. So,
man.
All right, y'all. Well, like I said, I greatly appreciate it, boss. We're gonna do it again next time. We got 4 new teams to talk about. We're gonna go down the whole list, and then before the WNBA season starts. So definitely stay tuned. Like I said, I appreciate it, and we'll do this again. So
absolutely.
Hope you all enjoy it. Happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, and take care.
I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets.